Yo, stop scrolling right now or you are literally going to have nightmares tonight. I am not even joking. If you are watching this alone in your room at 3 a.m., do yourself a favor and turn on a lamp, because we are about to dive into a rabbit hole so deep it basically glitches through the map. We are talking about the house at the end of Route 37. Okay, let me set the scene for you. Picture the most liminal space you can imagine. We are talking backrooms level rural. This isn't just the middle of nowhere, this is the middle of absolutely nothing. Route 37 is one of those roads that feels like the developers forgot to finish rendering the textures. It is just endless cornfields and vibes that are completely off. And right at the end of this asphalt error code sits a house. Now, this house looks like it was built by an AI that has only seen pictures of haunted houses from 1,970 seconds horror movies. It has got that peeling paint aesthetic, the windows look like eyes that are judging your entire search history, and the porch creaks even if you are just looking at it. It is giving major cursed energy. But for years, it was just a quiet home, just a background asset in the simulation. Until the incident. So, enter our main character. Let's call him Alex. Alex was a traveler, probably trying to find himself, or maybe he was just dodging responsibilities. Typical protagonist behavior. He is driving down Route 37, probably listening to a podcast about murder mysteries, which is honestly foreshadowing at its finest. His GPS starts acting sus, spinning around, telling him to make U-turns where there are no roads. Standard horror movie setup, right? But instead of turning around like a person with actual survival instincts, Alex decides to pull up to the house. Big mistake. Huge. This was a canon event that went wrong. Witnesses say Alex parked his car, walked up to the door, and then literally just despawned. Poof. Gone. The car was still running. The door was open. His phone was sitting on the passenger seat playing lo-fi beats to study and relax to. But Alex? He had exited the server. When the cops finally showed up, they were acting like total NPCs. They walked around, looked at the corn, shrugged, and basically said, "Nothing to see here, folks." They filed it as a runaway case. Can you believe the audacity? The internet was not having it. The true crime community went absolutely feral. They started digging into the property records, and what they found was wilder than a conspiracy theory thread on a Tuesday night. It turns out the owner of the house wasn't just some random grandpa. Bro was living off the grid before it was cool. But here is where it gets absolutely diabolical. The blueprints for the house did not match what was on the surface. The county records showed a permit for a basement renovation in 1995. But when amateur sleuths used ground-penetrating radar drone shots because yes, Gen Z detectives have better gear than the feds, they found anomalies. Massive anomalies. We are talking a heat signature that looked like a whole subway system under this guy's vegetable garden. So, fast forward to the raid. After years of pressure, the authorities finally get a warrant. They bust down the door, expecting to find maybe a weird bunker or just some hoarder's paradise. Nah, they found the entrance to a literal dungeon. I wish I was capping. Under the living room rug, there was a trap door. Classic Minecraft trap, right? But this led down into a complex of tunnels that stretched for miles beneath the property. And this is where the brain rot really sets in. The walls were lined with stuff. Not cool stuff, creepy stuff. They found luggage, hundreds of suitcases, backpacks, wallets, IDs from different states, different decades. It turns out Alex wasn't the first one to glitch out at the end of Route 37. He was just the first one people noticed. This house was basically a server farm for missing persons. The owner had been collecting travelers like they were Pokemon cards for 40 years. The tunnels connected to other abandoned properties in the area. It was a whole underground network, a labyrinth designed to keep people confused and lost. It is giving major horror game vibes, where you have to find the keycard to escape, but the monster is faster than you. But the craziest part? The owner was never found. When the cops raided the tunnels, they found a fresh cup of coffee still hot on a table in a hidden room. He had vanished into his own maze. Some people think he is still down there, living in the walls, watching the investigators through hidden vents. Others think he clipped out of reality entirely. The house at the end of Route 37 is now demolished. They flattened it, but locals say if you drive past that spot at night, your radio will start playing static, and you can hear the faint sound of footsteps running underneath your tires. So, moral of the story? If your GPS tells you to go down a sketchy road that looks like it leads to the Silent Hill foggy dimension, just turn around. Do not try to be the main character. Do not investigate the weird noise. Stay in your lane, stay hydrated, and for the love of everything holy, do not interact with the spooky house. If this story messed up your vibe, make sure to like and follow for more nightmare fuel. I'm going to go watch cartoons until I forget this exists. Stay safe out there, and don't let the simulation catch you lacking. Peace.